Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is now the conference championship weekend, so we're back with my weekly NFL predictions. If you enjoy the content, make sure you do like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. With that being said, let's get to my conference championship picks. As always, we start with the previous week recap. Went 50%, unfortunately. Broncos beat the Bills in overtime. Really could have gone either way, but Bills just turned the ball over way too much, and Sean McDermott's job is gone now because of that. So yeah, Broncos beat the Bills in overtime 33-30. Seahawks beat the Niners 41-6. It was just really belt to ass from opening kickoff. Really unfortunate for the 49ers. They were just a little bit too injured, and the Seahawks are just looking really good. So just unfortunate. Patriots beat the Texans. Yeah, CJ Stroud just played very poorly. But yeah, Patriots were in well control of that game. Rams beat the Bears in overtime. I was really hoping the Bears would pull this one out because that pass by Caleb Williams was incredible. So I loved what I was seeing from the Bears, but Rams are just capitalized when they needed to. So 2-2 on last week's predictions. Overall, 168, 111, and 1. So we're still at 60% win percentage. And moving over to my playoff rankings, only 4 teams left. And unfortunately, the Broncos, without Bo Nix, I just do not have them being in the playoffs much longer, unfortunately. It's really hard to win games without a franchise quarterback, and I don't think Jarrett Stidham is going to be able to do enough to beat the Patriots this week. So kind of a spoiler alert, but yeah, Broncos, unfortunately, with that elite defense, I'm just not impressed with the potential that they have going forward. And number 3, I do have the Patriots. I think Patriots are really good, and I think the Patriots, if it was any other year, because I think whoever wins the NFC is more than likely going to win the Super Bowl. Another spoiler alert. But the Patriots are good, and I don't want to discredit anything they're doing, but I just think the Patriots have kind of skated by a little bit this year. They've been playing very good in these playoffs, and I've been very impressed with them. But unfortunately, I have the Rams at number 2, and I think the Rams are good, and I think the Rams, they play down to their opponents sometimes, like they did last week and the week before that. But I think the Rams are a good team, and I think if Matt Stafford plays like the MVP that he is, and their run game can be a factor, I think the Rams are very difficult to beat. But I do have the Seahawks at number 1, just because I think the Seahawks defense is lights out. I think the Seahawks defense has not been this good in almost a decade, so it's really fun to see. As long as Sam Darnold is not throwing the ball in harm's way, I think this team is very difficult to beat. Now we're over to the AFC Championship game. It is Sunday at midday. It is the New England Patriots at the Denver Broncos. So for the Patriots, the defense has to make Jarrett Stidham uncomfortable very early on. You need to make him afraid, make him see ghosts, get to him early. That way he is afraid the entire game. I think if Drake May plays like he has all year, which is the MVP front runner, well, I think it's he's second for MVP right now, in my opinion. If he plays like that, like he has the entire year, I expect this team to be in control of this game very early and not let it up ever. I think the run game definitely needs to be a big factor this week. If they can get the run game going against this good Broncos defense, this game will be over very quickly. As for the Broncos, no Bo Nix for the rest of the playoffs. Jarrett Stidham is going to be your quarterback for the remainder of the playoffs, however long that is. Really unfortunate. I hate that for Bo. Injuries are the worst part about sports, and unfortunately for Bo, the most important player on this Broncos team, he's out for the year. I think the defense has to step it up huge if you want to win this game. They haven't really impressed me the last 2 weeks, and granted, it was against Josh Allen last week, and so it is what it is. But I think if the defense can get back to the form that they had before their bye week, I think this team is going to be in contention for this game. But it's just very difficult for them to, in my head, win this game. I think this has to be a Sean Payton legacy game. He has to get Jarrett Stidham ready for this game and get him as prepared as possible. And if they pull this one off, it will truly be one of the shining moments in Sean Payton's life, his legacy. But unfortunately, I just don't see it happening. I got the Patriots, guys. I got the Patriots 27, Broncos 17. I just don't expect the Broncos to score very many points against this Patriots team with Jarrett Stidham. So I had the Patriots advancing to the Super Bowl. And over to the NFC Championship game. It is Sunday night. It is the LA Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. So for the Rams, they need MVP Stafford to win. If he is throwing the ball in harm's way often, which he occasionally does, especially in the playoffs, I do not expect the Rams to have the success that they have been having. So Stafford has to be better. And if he plays like the MVP that he will be this year, I think this team is going to be very, very feisty and very, very hard to beat. Do not get behind by more than one score. The Seahawks are really good at coasting. As soon as they can get up a couple of scores, they will run the ball down your throat, and they are very, very good at it. So do not get behind by more than one score, or this game will be over very quickly. I think defense needs to get takeaways. You need to get the ball out, get fumbles, intercept Stafford as much as you can. If you can get takeaways from the Seattle team, it is very easy to beat them. So over to the Seahawks. I say easy to beat them because we've only lost 3 times and we've lost by a combined score of 9 points. So it is what it is, but that's what I mean. If you can get takeaways, it's just easier for you to beat the Seahawks team. Over to the Seahawks. If we can get game manager Sam Darnold, we will win this game. I promise you that we will win this game if we get game manager Sam Darnold. He does not have to be Superman. Do not put the ball in harm's way and just take what the defense is giving you. Take sacks when you have to and throw the ball away when you need to. So please, Sam, that's all we're asking for, and I think Sam can do it. You have to lean heavily on Kenneth Walker. Zach Charbonnet is out for the rest of the year with an ACL tear. Unfortunately, I hate that for him, but Kenneth Walker has been looking really good the last couple of weeks, and a little bit this year. So I love what I'm seeing from Kenneth Walker. Hopefully we can continue to lean on him because he is our number one running back. And depending on how he plays this week and potentially next week, if we get next week, I think Kenneth Walker deserves that contract extension, a new contract from the Seattle team. So hopefully we can see that because I love what I see from Kenneth Walker. The defense has to play better than last time. Last time we gave up, I can't even remember, what was it, like 37 points, something like that. You cannot let that happen again. It's not against the MVP, not against this Rams team that is very, very good. If you get into a shootout with the Rams, you will likely lose. So I do not want to see that for my Seahawks. But I expect the defense to play better. I expect Kenneth Walker to have a big game, and I expect Sam Darnold to take care of the football. I pray to God, and I have my Seahawks advancing to the Super Bowl. I got the Seahawks 27, Rams 24. I really, really hope my Seahawks can pull this one out. But guys, that is our championship weekend picks. What did you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next week with my Super Bowl predictions.